Here's another amendment to my book. I'll just call it Chapter 4 because I don't want to get all confusing. People can figure out the timelines later. But in 1969, when I was 7 years old, I was living in East Los Angeles. I lived on Dipman Avenue, just 100 yards from Whittier Boulevard, and across the street was what was then called Laguna Park. It was also called Salazar Park. Anyway, it's on Dipman and Whittier. A lot of people who live in Southern California or really know, at least LA, will know what I'm talking about. In 1967, the Chicanos, which is the Mexican Americans of Mexican and American descent, were protesting the fact that there was a disproportionate amount of Chicanos in the Vietnam War, and so they protested in the streets. So I remember one day the Chicanos, filling up the streets, and then the police came in their riot gear, and they had like a confrontation in my front yard, and or in the street in front of my house, and the Chicanos and the hippies were throwing rocks and bottles and bricks, whatever they could get a hold of, at the police, and the police were shooting tear gas with their shields and their tear gas canisters, and this happened right in front of where we live, and the people started dispersing and running through our yard, and the tear gas choked me. Anyway, that was a pretty traumatic episode of my life. I saw almost war and unrest going on in my front yard or in front of my house, which is powerful stuff. So it's another story from 1969 when I was 7 years old. My parents, especially my dad, used to take me camping a lot. He used to take the whole family, but he took me more. And it was like me and him a lot of the times, and we would go do fun stuff in the mountains. And he just liked me having me around because I minded, and I didn't bother him, and I took care of myself, and I helped out, and was happy to be there, and was happy to help out all the time. I was a good kid, but I always was dangerous. I would do crazy stuff. I remember we went camping with my dad and his brother's friend, or which is his friend too. He was younger, and we went to Salton Sea, I believe it was, and you could shoot guns there, and they had bullets, and I'd stole some of the bullets, and I started popping them with a hammer. I knew it was dangerous at the time, but I wanted to do it anyway. It seemed like fun, and I wanted to see if I could make the bullets shoot out. I just got a bang out of making them go boom.